Courtney, I can't be bothered to not do the Wasted podcast.
Then let's do it. Welcome back to the Wasted podcast. I was going to introduce myself, but you already know who I am and you already know who Lee is by now. Today we're talking about phone theft. If you didn't watch last week's episode, we spoke about kids and screen time, which was really interesting. So if you haven't watched
and a good way to stop kids using their phone so much is if it gets stolen.
Yes, or
So
steal
there's
your
a
own
crossover
kid.
there.
Perfect segue. Have you ever had your phone stolen?
No, I lost the phone once, but it wasn't. I mean, I don't think it was stolen. It could have been stolen. I think.
Where was you?
I was in Moat Park.
Oh, it could have been stolen then.
Yeah, I think I dropped it. I was about 16. I was playing football with my mates. Just was gone. And then I had a little look around, but never saw it.
What phone was it?
I don't know. It was a Nokia or something. Had like the one with the lights on the side that lit up. But back then it wasn't really that much of an issue to lose a phone. Like you might lose your contacts, but like
You didn't really have to find my Nokia or anything.
well, it didn't have your bank on it. It didn't have any important stuff on it. So
Yeah,
it's
true.
like you just had to get everyone's numbers again, but that's not much of a.
Your high score on Snake? Gone. Did it even have higher scores?
Yeah, I mean that's sort of the point, isn't it? But like, I don't think it had. Well, it must have had Snake, but I don't know.
I don't think I've ever had a phone stolen. No,
You don't think you've ever had a phone stolen?
Mm-mm.
We'll check your pocket. That's right, I stole your phone. It's that easy.
I actually don't have my phone here, and I don't have pockets. I don't know why I checked.
I stole your pocket as well.
I think this is a good topic to talk about because it's such a common thing. Like,
It's in the news a lot, isn't it?
and all the time, and even the Met Police have their own like sort of bit on the website where it's just for phone theft, which is
Like they don't even have a section for impersonating the king on there, and that's quite common. So
is it illegal to impersonate the king?
It can be.
No, for serious, because I've been doing that.
No, it probably would be fraud, wouldn't it? Depends how you do it. If you just dress up as the king for laughs, all right. But if you try and be the king and access his private bank account,
right, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fraud.
Don't try and steal the king's phone.
No.
Does he even have a phone?
I reckon he's got someone hold his phone for him.
Well, I'm full of questions today. I need to know if he's got TikTok. But like him, do you think he like scrolls through overnight in bed like?
There's Your Majesty, we know you are a fan of the podcast. If you could please write in and let us know.
Yes, that would be amazing. And come on the show, you know. We have a lot of stats to go through as well. I just thought I'd jump straight into it because you know me. In 2023 alone, there were over 52,000 phones stolen across London.
That is a lot.
52,000. So that works out almost 6 phones stolen for every 1,000 people. And if that's not shocking enough, in 2025, it was reported that thieves aren't just stopping at the hardware. They're also stealing online banking logins and draining thousands of pounds in the blink of an eye.
So that's the mad bit, because like, how do you get into the phones?
That's my question. So I get it when you're standing there with your phone in your hand on it and then somebody just goes, boom, bam.
Well, this is because I think the old days, if you stole a phone, it was quite easy. You know, like it was really easy to unlock phones and everything else, or just reset them. And in the old days, like I don't think when I had my first phone and stuff, I don't really remember anyone ever really having a password on their phone.
Did you have passwords on a Nokia? Like, how did you unlock a Nokia?
You could put like a pin on it, basically, but I don't really think anyone did. Because like obviously it was just text messages.
Yeah.
Like it didn't really matter unless you were saying something you shouldn't. But like, yeah, I don't think anyone ever really did it. But now it's like the thing of, you know, supposedly even Apple can't get in your phone, can they? You know, if you lock yourself out, like you're done.
Yeah,
so it's sort of mad that these people can actually get in there. I mean, I find it hard enough to get into my own bank sometimes. Like the phone will be unlocked. I'll open the bank thing, and because I haven't got iPhone, I haven't got Face ID, so it's like the fingerprint thing.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it will like it's the timing's wrong or something. So the fingerprint thing comes up at the wrong second, and then it's like, well, sorry, that failed. Try again. So like even getting into my own bank, I struggle. Unless everyone, I don't know. Be surprised if banks let you turn it off. But does everyone turn off the secondary authentication kind of thing to make it quicker?
I don't know. And do you know that's my issue is I don't turn it off and then I always forget the memorable password. It's just not really that memorable if I can't bloody remember it.
I don't forget my memorable password because it's...
I'll blur that out actually. Keep that in. So anyway, so as we've just said, like on your phones nowadays, all your personal information is on there, like your banking details, passwords. Like some people have their own passwords on their notes app, but you can lock the note, like certain notes now. I don't know if you can do it on Android, but you can on an iPhone.
No, don't really do any notes.
What, like shopping lists?
I use Google Keep for that. I suppose that is notes actually, yeah. But that's pretty much the only thing I put on it. So I don't think anyone's bothered about me buying toilet roll.
You never know.
I don't want them to know which brand I buy though.
Your phone has your like personal information now, banking, emails, photos, social media, and I feel like that's why criminals now are like doubling down on it, and they want like not only do you get like scammers calling you now, people are actively going to get your phone. The comedy show that I was just at, you know, the Bad Friends one, he said when he first came here, like the first day him and his wife got to London, her phone got stolen. Why are people doing this? Like, if you've stolen a phone, can you just tell me why? Tell me why you've done it. Like, I don't really understand.
Right, we promise we won't tell.
Yeah, we won't. Snitches get stitches. Like, I just want to know, like, what is the, like, apart from getting money and stuff, like, who cares?
I mean, I guess
Needs Prime Minister.
That's reason enough, innit? Reason enough. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really understand crime anyway. Mad. I'll tell you what, though. I don't want to give anyone ideas. But, like, because my phone is the key for my car. And, like, you don't have to unlock the phone to do it. The same as, like, if you nick someone's car key. So, like, if someone nicked my phone, they'd get into my car as well.
So let's say the worst happens, right? Here's a little scenario for you. You get your phone stolen. What's the first thing you do you think, in your opinion?
Cry.
No, like, be for real. Do you actually think you would?
Well, I mean, but yeah, what, panic? I don't know. Run after them?
But what's your first thought? Like, would it be, like, you've got my money now. Like, you've got my banking app. Like, you can...
Well, I feel like if they got my phone, I would feel like they're not going to get into it.
Would you be fast enough to quickly lock the phone?
I'd run after them just enough to tap it.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I have my screen off. It turns off after 1 second anyway.
I just want to know, do you know what? Yeah, come on the podcast. We'll have you on the pod. We've got some questions, criminals. Like, I just want to know, like, what is your thought process in, like, stealing a phone? Like, you steal it. What do you think? Like, what's the next step? Like, do you just wipe them and sell them?
I think it's probably quite organised, isn't it? I reckon individuals aren't doing it so much. It's probably like organised gangs who really know what they're doing and have like a system for it.
Well, I'm watching it on EastEnders at the moment, where Harry, if you watch EastEnders, you know who I'm on about. Harry has got himself into a bit of trouble with Ravi. Ravi's like a gangster, and now he's got to sell drugs. And what they're doing now to get a little bit extra money, they're stealing phones, wiping them, and selling them.
That's the thing, innit? Because if you can't wipe it. Like even if you
maybe it's tricking me then.
Well, this is what. I'm not saying EastEnders is like supposed to be accurate anyway, but like that's the thing of like even if it's unlocked now, if you went to try and factory reset my phone, it would ask you for passwords and fingerprints and everything, wouldn't it? Like,
they were doing it by computer. Would that make a difference?
I mean, I don't think you could do it on iPhone. Because like even the police and that can't get into iPhones, can they? Used to, in the old days, you could definitely do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that's a thing.
So getting back onto the topic, if the worst happens and your phone gets stolen, what do you actually do? So as hard as it is, first thing is to stay calm. Although you're going to be absolutely freaking out, because we would be. But you think much clearer when you just take a breath and just think, right, you can't do anything at the moment, so let's just go for a step by step. So the checklist is get somewhere safe where you can access your iCloud or Google account. Use a Find My iPhone or Find My device to try and locate your phone. If recovery looks unlikely, then remotely factory reset it to wipe your data. Call your network provider so they can block the phone so no one can use it. And report it to the police on 101 with your IMEI number. Obviously, just as important, you need to protect your financial data and like try and get in touch with your banks and block your cards and whatever, just in case they've been spying on you, they know your password. Because right now you don't actually need, when you try and pay, I say like COVID times where you try and pay and you have a mask on, your phone can recognise your face, it would just be like, try again, now put your password in. So if they've been like spying on you and knowing your password, then they can obviously access your Apple Pay or Google Pay. Also, let your family and friends know, because sometimes, and even if your phone isn't stolen now, people can call up, so like your mum or something, and have like an AI version of your voice to call them, because I've seen an actual TikTok of that.
Calling like they call your mum?
and it has your voice. So I saw one on TikTok like not so long ago. Luckily, the granddaughter was with her nan when she had called, and it sounded obviously, you know, sort of like because I have so much to say. I need to calm down. Right now, on my For You page on TikTok, there's been a lot of what's AI and what's real. So there'll be two videos the same, but one's AI generated and one's not. And I think this could be a good topic for the pod as well, like a little game where you just basically play by yourself, but you figure out what one's AI and what one's not. I always get them right. I feel like I'm very like savvy with AI now. Like I know what's AI generated.
Things you notice if you know what to look for.
Yeah.
Right? And also, the big difference is if it's someone you actually know, like if there's just a video that's AI generated and it says, does it look quite real? Like, yeah, it might do. But if it's someone you actually know, I feel like there'll be giveaways that you'd be like, they wouldn't wear that. Or like, you know, it looks like they're in their house, but it's like, that's not their house. Yeah. And stuff like that. So you'd piece it together a bit. But it wouldn't work on my mum because she knows I'd never ring her. So she'd just be like, nah, this is a scam.
But older people though, like nans and granddads and stuff, they might, if they think that their granddaughter or grandson is calling them and it sounds remotely like them because on the phone your voice is a little bit different, then they might actually fall for it. Because you know you get those texts now like, hi mum, I've just lost my, or something, I've not done this, you need to send me £50 so I can get a taxi back or whatever. And you're like, both iPhone and Androids have made this process fairly simple now. So for an iPhone, you head to the iCloud.com and log in. You then select your device, mark it as lost and leave a contact message. And then you choose erase this device. If your phone's offline, you don't need to worry because it will wipe it when it next connects again. Or like for Androids, you log into google.com/android/find, select your device, lock it, then choose factory reset device. And then again, if it's offline, the reset will once happen when it reconnects. And to be fair, Android has stepped up recently with security features like the theft detection, lock and remote lock, which make it even harder for thieves to bypass your settings. And I said to you when I was getting my new phone, you have to pay like 99p, but you can get like scam calls or like phone detection things now, but at a cost which is so stupid. But now you can like, the phone will tell you if like it's a scam caller or if it's like whatever.
I don't think it's built into Android maybe, but it's built into Samsung's that it does. It tells you if it's spam.
Oh really?
Stuff, yeah. It uses. I don't know what the service is, but it uses some service that's been hooked into it.
Well, it's funny with Apple, you got to pay for it.
Although so it depends. I have mine set to like block everything, and then this was a few years ago, but my bank kept trying to call me. And I know they say like the bank never calls you, but it's because I actually had an appointment with the bank and they were trying to change it. And my phone just like didn't tell me I'd had the call because I had it set to so strict spam blocking. That like I turned up at the bank and she was like, oh, I've called you like 40 times because I needed to move the appointment. And I was like, you haven't called me. And then I looked in like the spam list and I was like, oh yeah. Yeah,
but nobody does pick up because it will say like Glasgow or something like underneath the number and you're just like, I ain't answering that because I don't know anyone in Glasgow.
I just always think it's actually important to leave a message, wouldn't they? Like if they don't leave a message, it's definitely spam. Like,
I don't really.
Because your bank doesn't generally call you anyway. Like that's normally a scam. But like, if it was something important, they would leave a message because they need you to know, don't they? They wouldn't just be like, oh, they didn't answer. I'll just leave them, like whatever. I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
But something important. The milkman. He's had to leave your milk around the back.
There's no milkman anymore.
You can get a milkman if you want one.
Is it? Recently, Lee, you actually got scammed. Somebody stole.
Well, I don't know.
Could you class that as scamming?
Well, I don't know because I don't know what happened. I don't know. There was some unusual credit card transactions on my credit card, and it's very weird because I don't ever use my credit card. My credit card was still in my wallet. Like, it never left my wallet. I'd basically only ever used it for like booking hotels on holidays, and a couple of times when I'd made like big transactions on Amazon, I'd used it like for the protection and everything. And I had like 7 Amazon transactions on there, but who knows?
Successful. So these
7 that went through, and then they started blocking it. And then when I rang up the bank, especially because it's a credit card, they said, "I will credit it and we'll
Or didn't it give you any details of like, if you've ordered something off Amazon, it has to be shipped somewhere. So did you not go, where did it go? This is the
funniest thing. I rang Amazon and then he said, oh yeah, I can see the card's been used, not on your account. And I said, yeah, I've checked my account. I know it's not on my account. And then he said, oh, if you can tell me the name of the person whose account it is, I can tell you the details. And I was like, well, yeah, I don't know. And it's like a GDPR thing and stuff. So he's like, oh yeah, you know, I can't tell you because it's not you. Whereas obviously they've used my card, which they shouldn't be doing, obviously. But yeah, the bank sorted it out really.
What? And it wasn't on your Amazon account, like?
No.
Because you know it. Sometimes you're like, it changes your address. What the hell?
Well, I mean, because I had to speak to like the fraud department on the phone.
Yeah.
The woman said, you know, they don't really ever know because they don't know. You know, if you'd got a brand new credit card, you'd only ever used it once, no one had ever seen it. You could sort of say that must have been the place, but no one ever really knows. And when she sort of went back through my transactions as well to sort of confirm, oh, that was you, that wasn't you, blah blah blah. And obviously they all were until the scam thing. But she said then like because I'd booked some hotels on Booking.com on it, and she said it's not, or you know they don't know for sure, but because Booking.com give your credit card details to the hotel.
Yeah. And
depending on the hotel, do they just like print them out and have them sitting there? And then, you know, it's hotel as well, so they've got your address and everything. So if they wanted to do it, they'd know all the details to put in. So that seems the most likely thing that happened.
It's crazy.
But yeah, they sorted it out, so it wasn't really an issue.
So obviously stealing phones will only come down to two things really, data and cash, right? You know, I feel like the most likely thing is they steal your phone and they think they can sell it on for money, or they can get your money, right?
Well, I think that's the thing, because it used to be that they'd sell the phone or something, but now it's like, it's useless, isn't it?
It really is, yeah.
And I did hear there was a thing, like this was going back a few years even now, like maybe 10 years, because here they just get blocked because you'd ring the network, say my phone's been stolen, so it'd be blacklisted here, but that if you took it to other countries, like it probably isn't. So Brazil was one I remember, like South America, like if a phone was blocked here, it wouldn't be blocked in South America.
Yeah.
So they'd just ship them all out there.
Oh.
But then now, because you can't even get into the phone, can you? You know, you can't get, like, I mean, we obviously see it as part of the business. One of the issues sometimes is if people haven't removed their iCloud account, because if they haven't, no one can. So if it reaches a recycler and they haven't removed their iCloud account, the recycler can't do it. So, and there have been a few before where, you know, people have said it's still got the pin on and everything, and it arrives and they're sort of stuck because they're like, well, we can't actually get into the phone to test it. We obviously can't resell it.
Nowadays, people's phone passwords are just so simple and easy to guess.
My mate's password is just 5.
Just one?
It's just the number 5, yeah.
As in like...
He said it's easy to remember.
Like Android 5 or...
And apparently 5 is the most common number.
55555.
Just 5.
Name and shame him and then people go steal his phone. That's what he gets.
His name's... I've made him up. He's not real. It's not real. Also,
according to Tara Wheeler's cybersecurity expert at SANS Institute, the most popular passcodes people use on their phones are 1234 and 0000.
I suppose they haven't built that into the phone to say, no, you can't do that. You know, like if you know a lot of websites and stuff make you have a certain security, you know, you've got to have a capital, you've got to have everything else.
Yeah.
I suppose they don't build it into the phone and say, nah.
They say nah.
Just you put it in, just goes nah.
That is true though, because they do it on some like social medias now, where you change your password and it's like that's too easy readable or like guessable or whatever.
Yeah, like almost everything, doesn't it? You got to have a capital, a symbol, like a lot of things. It can't be like a word and everything else. So I'm surprised the phone doesn't say it needs to be reasonably random or when I'm around town I feel like I don't feel like anyone's going to steal my phone, if you get, I mean, I don't feel super alert, but I went to London this weekend. I feel like any time I'm in London, because you hear it in the news so much, I'm super vigilant. Like and there's like, I definitely do a few things, like just thinking what would make it easy for someone to get my phone or something. So even if I'm using maps, I feel like I just basically pull my phone out of my pocket, have a little look and put it back in. Like I don't want to have my phone waving around, and I definitely don't want to like have it in my hand with the maps and then be chatting and not paying attention to it. So I feel like I instinctively go into this mode and just think, don't have my phone out if I don't need it out, and everything else. And even like don't put it on a table or anything like that. I probably don't do that anyway because it's too easy to pinch them. But like, there are some steps you can actually take on there to protect yourself. And obviously they're not like, they're not super rigid. A lot of them are just sensible things, but maybe that people just don't think of. And I think as well, it's different for, maybe for like men and women, but just depending on what you're wearing as well. Because I notice a lot of people put their phone in their back pocket and it's like hanging out. And then it's like, everyone can see it. And if someone grabbed it, like they're gone before you even know. So put your phone in a safe pocket, ideally something that zips up, or if you've got a bag, like zip up in your bag and make sure your bag is safe as well. Keep an eye who's around you. I think it's a lot of these, they seem to say it's like motorbike gangs and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
So if there's a motorbike, be super aware. But like, yeah, make sure you've got a password on your phone and a good password. And especially within the settings in the apps, make sure your bank locks itself. So you have to do your Face ID, your fingerprint.
So yeah, it sounds like a lot, but honestly, the small changes, it goes a long way. Like how to protect your phone, because phones aren't cheap anymore, and they have all your personal stuff on there. So just take care of it as much as you can.
I think that's the bigger worry, because I think most people these days do have some sort of insurance and stuff.
Yeah.
So it means, and I think that's the thing. In the old days, it getting stolen, it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to do the insurance, gonna have to replace the phone. Now it's sort of like that's almost the least of your worries if someone's clearing out your bank account and everything else.
Yeah.
So that's the worry.
Small changes, big difference, and yeah, I just think just do what you can to protect your phone, because it's like your life now, isn't it? Like, and I've said this before in the podcast, like your phone is like your baby. You protect it at all costs. Put a screen protector on it or whatever.
I think it's even if you're not that, like, I'm not that bothered about my phone, but obviously it is that thing.
It's the
like,
stuff on it.
Well, yeah, it's got my banking on it. It's how I contact things. It's how I get into my car. It's like all those things. Like, you would be in a pretty difficult position without it.
Yeah.
And I can't even, like, what even happens when people get their phone nicked? Because most of the time you need your phone to, like it is, it'll be like, you'll say, oh, I'm doing a phone insurance claim. They'll be like, okay, we're just going to send you a code to your number to start your claim. They'll be like, I haven't got it.
That's why now when you get like a code to get into something like Amazon, Facebook or whatever, like you're supposed to delete that message straight away.
Well, I clear out my text messages because the only text messages I have are like those codes. Oh. So it's just, I look down, it's just gibberish. I mean, I don't think anyone's ever texted me, like, not since I've had this phone especially. No one texts anymore.
Yeah, I actually don't ever look at my texts. Like, I just... Hope you guys enjoyed this. As usual, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on social media, and we will see you next time. Bye. You don't want to say bye?
See you then.